Hello viewers, I'm back once again. And now, why am I doing this video? I'm doing this video because there was a very interesting question that came onto my comments box. Uh, the question was that when you are at Arunachala, at Tiruvannamalai, when you are doing the Girivalam, or whenever you are there at the pilgrimage, then what are the kinds of sadhana, or what is the sadhana that you should do? I loved this question because it was a very pertinent and appropriate question that was asked by the subscriber, and I thought that I should address this question. Now, first, I will talk specifically about Arunachaleshwara, and then at the later half, I'll also talk about some kind of sadhanas that you can do in spiritual places or pilgrimages. So, mm, so here it goes. If you are in Arunachaleshwara and if you are there you are particularly there for the visit of particularly there to visit the fire lingam, then the best sadhana that you can do at Arunachaleshwara or Tiruvannamalai is circumambulating pradakshina of the mountain, which is considered as Shivling. It is considered as the oldest Shivling on earth. So, circumambulating this particular mountain on the path of the Girivallam. Girivallam means circumambulating the mountain. Giri means the mountain. So, circumambulating that is the best sadhana that you can do, or the best spiritual practice you can do. One of the reasons for that is when you circumambulate this mountain, and especially that which is a fire lingam itself, there is a lot of karma baggage that gets dissolved. Now, which karma is getting cut and what and all that, please don't ask me, because deep flows the rivers of karma. So, don't ask me that. But this is the best way of cutting your karmas. Okay. So, Girivallam is the best sadhana that you can do. While you are doing Girivallam, try and do this Girivallam barefoot. For beginners, for later people, try and do this barefoot. When you try and do it barefoot, there is a little bit of trouble that you are giving to your body. It's like pushing your envelope. When you push your envelope in spiritual practices, the better the results are. Now, results means receiving the blessings of the God. I'm not telling you all about anything else. Try to take a sankalpa before you do the Girivallam. Why a sankalpa? Sankalpa kind of narrows down your focus on the path or on the task that you are accomplishing. Okay, it is also where you are basically registering yourself. I, so and so of so and so gotra, wants to accomplish this task to the best of my abilities, and I wish and I pray that there are no troubles in the path, etc., etc. So you can do this mentally, you can do it symbolically, etc., but do that sankalpa and then go and do that. Try to take the blessings of a guru before that, or there are so many beautiful places on the path of Girivallam, like how we start at Adinandi, so we kind of pray to Adinandi, or whichever shivling or temples that you would start with, or whichever gate that you would start with, take the blessings of the Lord over there and then do that. So the best spiritual sadhana at Arunachaleshwara is the Girivallam by itself. Second thing that you can do, and definitely I have done that, not with the current group of people, but earlier also I have done that, is doing a homa. You are in the place where a fire lingam was established or came into being, the best place for Homa, the best place to learn Homa, the best place to conduct Homa, the best place to do Homa would be this. You can do a Shiva Homa over here. You can do a Chandi Homa over here, a Devi Homa over here, a Krishna Homa, Ram Homa, whatever. I mean, Hanumanji's Homa, and so on and so forth. Or Ganesha Homa. Okay? Do that. Homa can be a second best spiritual practice also that you can complement your Girivalam with. That, of course, is there. Visiting various temples on the path, or visiting, of course, the main temple, of course, is to seek blessings. Okay. uh, and that's like going to a temple and seek blessings. Of course, this all of these temples on the path are powerful. There are very, very powerful temples on the path, so visiting those temples itself, the sannidhi of the god will do that as much as possible. See, sadhana is not like a particular something which is like prescribed in the books. You can think of probably remaining mourn while doing the Girivalam, or you would only speak uh, when required, or there are many people who would not like to sit in between the Girivalam. These are certain pushing of envelopes that you can always do. Uh, for example, uh, you can keep on chanting Arunachaleshwara, or you can say Arunachaleshiva, 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 Arunachala. This is a very beautiful mantra, that which you can keep on chanting while doing your Girivalam. I do chant this particular thing, or this particular verse, or this particular beautiful poem kind of a thing, or I chant my mantra. So you can even do your chanting of the mantra, whichever you have received from your guru, or whichever is your favorite mantra that you want to chant, Om Namah Shivaya. As it is, there are loudspeakers on the path of the Girivalam which always continues chanting Om Namah Shivaya, and it's a beautiful experience. Okay, especially when you are like going in the night and there is nobody around. If there is nobody around, nowadays it's very crowded, but when there is nobody around and it's calm and serene and it's night time and there is like Om Namah Shivaya happening, it's like goosebumpy. So you can do that. And yes, these are the few things that you can do for any specific sadhana. So first of all, please understand that any pilgrimage places like these, which are centuries old places, these are great sthalas for doing any kind of sadhana. Okay, so if you are practicing a particular sadhana itself by itself at home or whatever, what you can do is even utilize these pilgrimage places to doing your sadhanas. Continue doing your sadhanas. You may even look at going to a pilgrimage. Now I am talking about the pilgrimage places by its own. Okay, all these teerthkshetras you can utilize. So teerthkshetras are basically powerful energy kshetras, and whatever, say for example, you are practicing a particular sadhana at home, and if you practice in this particular place, say you take 11 days sankalpa or a 5 days sankalpa and say that I am going to sit and do homas for so and so, or I'm going to chant so and so. So what happens is that the power or the energy that also gets attached to the place of worship or the place of sadhana can trigger a lot of progress in your sadhana as well. So I would suggest that what you can do is utilize all spiritual places for sadhana. So generally when I go to, and I'm going to give you my example, when I go to a spiritual place, a teerthkshetra, I do my sadhana. I try and be calm as possible. I do not indulge in gossip. I do not indulge in unnecessary talks, and unnecessary chatting. uh, if there is any kind of talks, or if there is any kind of chat, then it's primarily that which is about spiritual knowledge, spiritual practices, and all of that, as much as possible. uh, Pay lesser attention to the food on the table. Try and remain, you know, थोड़ा सा पेट खाली ही रखो. यू डोंट हैव टू से कि अभी यहाँ पे क्या खाना मिलता है, वहाँ पे कौन सी रेस्टोरेंट खुली है, यहाँ पे ये अच्छा पानी पूरी मिलेगा. नो, please don't indulge into all of that. Okay, yeah, now we have come to Chennai or Tiruvannamalai. From here, now I will go to Pochampalli silks, and something like that, or Nalli, or anything of that sort. So stop your shopping, which generally people tend to do when they go to a teerthkshetra. They become, so what has happened is that going to a teerthkshetra has become like a touristy thing. Okay, you are not going there for tourism, you are going there for a spiritual endeavor. So kindly utilize it as that. The day you go there for tourism, then do everything. So don't try and combine the two. Tourism ke liye ja rahe ho, to let us be very clear. So first be true to yourself that you are going to a tirth kshetra only for tourism. So then you can do whatever you want to do over there. But if you are going there for gaining something spiritually, then in that case, please be ready to gain that. So be your behavior, you should be at your best of your behavior, I guess, where you are not looking at indulging in these kind of distractions, and paying attention to signs, symbols, paying attention to the god, I mean, very much, and utilizing that place for your different kinds of sadhana. You can do yoga there, you can do meditation there, you can do all of that in a spiritual kshetra, because that kshetra itself will load you double in terms of your charges, in terms of your battery charges, your spiritual battery charge. So consider it like that. And I just wish that more and more people go to these kind of spiritual sthanas, come to Arunachala, come to Arunachaleshwara, and trigger and accelerate your spiritual progress. Arunachala Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya.